Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for being here tonight to support St Columba's Hospice Care. This place is hugely significant to my family and me, and I am honoured to stand before you all and share my mother's story. So my mum Maxine was an extraordinary woman, a vibrant, fun-loving force of nature who lit up every room she entered. She dedicated 38 years of her life to childcare, ensuring that so many children had the best start in life. She was a mother hen to all her friends, and the last one dancing at every gathering, and above all, the most devoted mother to my sister, Emily, and myself. We were her world, and she was ours. In 2024, Mum became unwell, experiencing severe pain and heavy bleeding, which was initially diagnosed as fibroids. An emergency hysterectomy was meant to be the solution, but during the procedure, doctors discovered something far more devastating, an aggressive form of sarcoma cancer that had gone undetected. Despite their efforts to remove it, the cancer had already begun to spread. She woke up in ICU, unaware of the battle she had ahead. She faced it with the same spirit that defined her. Chemotherapy began, but from the very first session, on her 54th birthday, her body rejected it. She became gravely ill and endured countless hospital stays, blood transfusions, and unimaginable pain. Her condition declined rapidly, and we were told the cancer was spreading at an uncontrollable rate. Yet through it all, she held on to hope, determined to reach my sister's 21st birthday on November the 5th. Shortly after that milestone, we received the news that a private room was available at St Columba's Hospice. At first, the word hospice filled us with fear. We thought it meant the end, a place where people go to say their final goodbyes. But we couldn't have been more wrong. On the 11th of November at 11 a.m, Mum arrived at the hospice, anxious and unsure of what lay ahead. But from the moment she stepped inside, everything changed. The warmth, the kindness, the comfort, the support, it was unlike anything we had experienced before. Within days, Mum found herself again. She enjoyed warm meals of her choice, relaxed in a jacuzzi bath after weeks of discomfort, and even got a fresh haircut, making her feel like herself once more. As a family, we were welcomed with open arms. We had beds to sleep in, space to be together, and the constant support of the most compassionate team of nurses, doctors, and staff. We laughed together, we watched TV, and even joked about throwing a party for her in the room with Prosecco and a disco ball. The hospice was not just a place of care, it was a home filled with love, joy, and dignity. Remarkably, Mum improved, gaining strength and a renewed sense of self. She was well enough to go home in time for Christmas, something none of us had even dreamt of hoping for. She embraced every moment, even making a trip to Prestonfield for afternoon tea and planning a New Year's getaway to Aviemore. But the journey was too much for her, and she was rushed back into hospital. She spent her final weeks at the Western General, unable to return to the hospice she had come to love. On January the 30th, 2025, she lost her battle with sarcoma cancer, just shy of her next goal. My 21st birthday. My 25th birthday on February the 28th. So in her honour, I invite you to watch this video, a tribute to her legacy and the incredible place that gave us time, peace, and love when we needed it most. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maxine Simpson-Smith. I was diagnosed with sarcoma cancer in September this year, and obviously I've come to the hospice. This is my daughter.
I'm Holly Smith. I'm Maxine's eldest daughter. I'm 24, and this is...
I'm the youngest. I'm 21. I'm Emily Smith.
Basically this year I haven't been well and had huge, horrendous, constant bleeds all the time and really sore stomachs. So ended up in September with a full hysterectomy, emergency hysterectomy, which then they discovered that's when I had sarcoma cancer. So basically from there onwards I was really poorly from the September and in hospital, and you know, with the correct drugs now that I'm on, I'm able to lead a quality of life which is, you know, a good quality. And that's what my goal was, to be able to get up every morning and have my family around me on a daily basis. Sorry.
Talking about you in that way makes me emotional, because even the friends that are coming to see you, and everyone knows that she's just such an amazing, positive woman, and every single person that is touched by Mum's light, it changes their world. She's such a hard worker. You've changed so many people's lives throughout your whole life, and I think even right now, going through what you're going through, you're still here trying to make a difference and
trying to help other people as well.
I'm just so proud to be your daughter.
They're a very close family. I think when they initially came in, they were quite kind of kept themselves together, and they gently sort of allowed us to sort of come and support. But I think that's huge for somebody like Maxine, who's so family orientated, and they're such a close-knit family. I think she needs to know that actually my family's got support as well. They're so important to her, so she needs to know that they are going to be looked after as well, and that's where we come in. So it's really important that we give Maxine that reassurance that her family will be supported as well.
My goal in the hospital was my daughter turned 21 on the 5th of November, and I think to get to that, you know, I didn't make the party, but I made the birthday, and the hospital staff made it amazing, and they actually brought in Prosecco and decorated the room, you know, and was like, yes, have a drink, you know. I didn't, but you know, they were very much involved in that and bought her presents as well. Both girls got a present, and you know, they made her feel really special. So that was a goal for me. And then my next goal, I thought, well, I'm here on the 5th of November. My next goal from there was Christmas, you know, and it's only around the corner now, you know, a couple of weeks away. So and then I'll have another goal, you know, and then another goal. We'll just keep on playing it back.
Being able to just be there with Mum 24/7 is comforting for us, especially because it's been such a quick experience. It's been kind of
Couple months,
all kind of crammed into one. So it's nice for our own healing process and our own kind of journey, being able to have that time in a bed with Mum and just kind of having that time together. It's been lovely. Cancer and awful kind of deadly diagnoses can get anyone at any age. So we need the fundraising. It could be you, it could be your relative, it could be your friends. It can affect anybody, and I think until you put yourself in those shoes, you think, oh, I don't need to fundraise for this hospice, I'm never going to be there. Well, actually, you could be, and why can't you have that amazing support that can maybe make you live a month longer than you originally were going to live?
It's an absolute privilege to be there for somebody and their family, to allow them to have that good end of life experience. You know, it's great. We're just walking each other home. That's what we're doing.
So thank you all for listening to our story. My mum wanted nothing more than for others to experience the same care and compassion she did at St. Columba's. Her appreciation for the hospice was immeasurable, and she wished for its support to reach as many families as possible. That is why we're here tonight, to ensure that more people can find the comfort, dignity and love that my mum received in her final months. The support my mum and the whole family has received from the team at the hospice is second to none. It blows my mind that of the £12.9 million it costs to run the hospice each year, only 20% comes from the government, and that remaining 80% needs to come from the generosity of the public. I would love for my mum's story to make a difference and help us raise lots of money for the hospice tonight. I understand that you've all already spent a lot coming along and playing the games, and if you've hit your limit, that's completely fine. However, if you would like to donate some more and are able to do so, this is your opportunity. Grab a tablet at your table to make a donation and scan the QR code to donate on your phone. We're trying to raise $5,500, which would pay for an inpatient staff nurse at the hospice for a month. If we raise more, even better. It's £1,300 for a week, £500 for a weekend, and £250 for a day. If you can afford to fund a nurse for a day, that would be amazing. Or if you can pay as a table, which would be £25 each, also amazing. However, any amount you can give would be incredible. As the donation comes in, the picture of some of the lovely nurses at the hospice will start appearing on the screens, and if we've reached our total, it will show in full. I'm going to hand back over to Grant now, so please do donate if you can, no matter how big or small. Thank you so much for listening.
Ladies